Okay, 3, 2, 1, and we are back. Back in the
Let's
building, back
go.
in the booth. Go
What's
on.
going on, mate?
What?
Oh,
What was that?
you look different.
I haven't got my glasses on.
Have you let your beard grow out a bit?
Maybe bit of stubble, bit of tiredness stubble, and adult stubble to show off that I'm an adult. Also, I just haven't got my glasses on. I've got contact lenses in, so I had a lot of meetings today with real life people. So I thought I'd best try and look a bit smart rather than just like a.
Do you look smarter with your glasses on or off?
I look like better with them off, and my beard's this long. Otherwise, I just look like a weird ground cheating gaming guy. So at least now I look like semi-normal. But
Okay,
anyway,
you can't see me. My camera is going blurry and
well,
yeah,
anyway, it's fine, mate. We're just good. It's just good to be recording something as a baby lays next to me, fast asleep. Hopefully, we can get this done in one go. How's life? What's been happening? Feels like a very long time since I've actually seen you. It's been 2 weeks since we did this.
yeah. Well, I was away last week and we've both been mad busy, but it feels like a good time to come back.
Yep. Well, obviously the major started. The big one. Let's just get straight into it. The major started on Sunday. We're recording this on Tuesday. And my screen's very bright. I'm not going to change it. It makes me look nice and pale. It's fine. Yeah, we watched some games on Sunday, didn't we? We were texting each other. I actually played loads of games as well on Sunday because I had a family-free day with no kids or wife. So Sunday was just a day of Counter-Strike for me. It was absolutely mad. Hang on, let me just check how many games I played. Oh, and we came across our first proper blatant cheater, really, I would say.
Yeah, probably the first that obvious. It was ridiculous. In fact, yeah, I've got a little moan about that.
Okay, I've got some moans as well then because yeah, should we before we jump in the major then? Do you want to have some moans about it because I wouldn't mind.
Right, yeah, if I don't want to wake your baby up, but I was pissed off. So the guy was blatantly cheating in
She's
warm up.
only 2 months old, mate. She doesn't understand words, so you're fine. Go
No, but
on.
I might get a bit loud. So we were in warm ups, weren't we? And we were against, I think it was a 4 stack, and the guy was just running around, spinning about, taking headshotting people through the
He
walls.
had
Not
shots through
just
the wall straight off the bat, didn't he?
yeah, he wasn't being discreet about it. He made it pretty obvious. And we were telling the other team to report him, and they obviously were a 4 stack, so they weren't going to. And we all reported him. We did several timeouts. I was hoping like this FAC live might kick in. Nothing, nothing happened. I was saying, let's just leave. Let's not give him the satisfaction. And he was saying, oh, just go AFK. Like
Yeah,
the cheater was literally saying, go
he
AFK.
just said go AFK and make it quick was basically what he was saying, wasn't it? Like get it over with.
Yeah. So obviously we reported him. We both left, which left us on a massive cooldown. Our other teammate left as well.
Well, go on. What are you going to moan about most then? Because
So
I want to moan about the penalty for
cool.
leaving.
So we had the rank was reduced by 1,000,
Uh,
which I thought was ridiculous. Um, but to be honest, besides all that, like you, they banned us for what was it, an hour, half an hour? How long could we not play for?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how long,
I
but
mean, which is just ridiculous because I never ever leave a game. Like I don't know if I've ever done that before, where I
yeah,
just left the game like that. Like if I have, it was a very long time ago, and it would have been an important situation. So I think taking that into consideration, I feel like it's a bit harsh. And the guy, I'm pretty sure you get a message saying someone's been banned.
yeah,
And I went on CS stats on that game and went back to that guy to see what was going on with him. He's still playing.
yeah.
And some games he'll play where he puts up bad stats, and then he'll put up one where he's got 30 odd kills and his headshot percentage was 90 something. And
I
it's
can't
just
see
like
he's had any bad games from what I saw.
how oh yeah, I'm sure some weren't great. So
Okay.
he's obviously toggling. How has he not been banned?
Yeah,
Like literally Counter Strike is it's their biggest problem by far. Like if I keep getting that, that could literally put me off playing Counter Strike. I could stop playing if I keep coming across people like that. And if you fucking cheat, I don't care whether you're a kid, why are you doing it? I just think you are a cunt. Like you're a fucking knob. I just hate like there's no need for cheating at all. Like cheating, like in Counter Strike for me is just fucking sad. Like
It's
I I get some other games where people might cheat just for to have a bit of fun, but a game like Counter Strike that is just
why
like
would you understand it in other games? I don't get that bit.
um maybe more like not competitive games like Counter Strike,
Right.
not to this level. Like I don't know. I was thinking like if people cheat, like maybe like offline and stuff like that is completely different. But there
Yeah, if
might
you're
be the
cheating in like
odd.
a single player game that you're playing on your own because you want to do like I've been modding
Well,
Baldur's
yeah,
Gate and that's verging on cheating. Some of the stuff you do on that with the mods there, where you like literally don't have any weight limit to your bags and stuff, and you can just never have to sell stuff. And
it's just it's frustrating, man. Like we don't get a lot of time to play the game, and the odd time we do, some guy's cheating. So what do? We just
well,
waste our time and sit there and wait. And there's like ranking systems and everything. Like people take Counter Strike quite seriously, probably more serious than we take it. But I think with our limited time, it's frustrating that we can get on a game, some guy's cheating, and then because we left, we then get banned we get put on a cooldown for half an hour. We have to wait for another half an hour. So that's basically was our evening done. We couldn't play any more games.
yeah, it wasn't our fault. Yeah, and we lost
Yeah.
1,000 rank. But I guess a lot of people that is listening on the other side of this will claim or say the easiest fix is just to play Face It, where there's an actual working anti cheat and you don't come across these people.
No, because that's not the solution, is it? The solution is
No.
Valve pull the fucking finger out and make sure people
Yeah,
don't cheat on their game. Like they just need to stop coming up with fucking excuses. It's just a joke.
especially at our level where like we're very average. We're not good enough to be playing. I feel like with Face It, you play Face It to really push that elo to the absolute max. Like once you're level 10, and then you need to see like how much more elo I am compared to you, and that's where the ranking comes in. Or even if you're pushing for like these mad leaderboards, or you end up playing against pros, which we would just never. The clue is in the name. We are casuals. We do not have the time or the energy to get to a standard good enough to probably make use of a Face It other than the anti cheat. So for
I,
us, Premier is we like Premier. The actual game mode itself is set up really well. It's just the anti cheat, isn't it? That's the
yeah,
reality.
it's. I feel like Counter Strike is made for us, really. Like that. I think the mistake a lot of the Counter Strike scene were making when CS2 came out is thinking that CS2 was for the pros, and Valve numerous times made the point that it's not we're not making it for pros, we're making it for everybody, which is why they've done this sub-tick thing. So they're making it for everybody. They want everybody to enjoy it. Casuals, pros, everybody. They're trying to find a middle ground.
Yep.
You can't do that when people are cheating on your game. That is the biggest problem. And whether they just think we've got a massive game, it's huge, we make a shitload of money, there's millions of people playing. Why should we why should we do that? But for me, when people are investing money into it as well, like, yeah, it's skins and whatnot, but people invest a lot of money and time into it, and then you're just not even asked to fucking sort the biggest problem out on the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Like give us anti cheat over arms race or
And it reminded me of the interview. Was it even an interview? Was it? You were telling me Cadian said he cheated when he was younger.
yeah. It was on Pygmy Pixels stream.
Yeah, I don't know if we spoke about it on the podcast, but he said basically he cheated when he was like really young, and he feels like that might have helped him a little bit. And I used to like Cadian, and when I found that out, my opinion of him dropped a lot because I have no I wasn't the most what's the word, the most rule following kid when I was younger, and I wouldn't have cheated on Counter Strike.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think age is really an excuse because I mean if you're over the age of 12, you know the fucking difference.
Yeah, I don't know how old he was, but in this instance as well, I actually think strangely we've been quite lucky. Although we don't play loads of games, to be fair, but we've actually been quite lucky to only come. That's been the first proper one, I would say. There's going back through my stats actually that there was one guy that actually got banned at flag saying there's this guy been banned in an earlier game from one of the first CS2 games I played. But other than that, I think I've not really come across anyone until this guy, and this guy was just mad. What I think was most annoying is like the severe punishment for us. Like, I feel like if the majority of the team report someone, I don't know if this would work. Just talking out loud, it might not work. If the majority of the team were to report, or if every single one of the team maybe reported someone else for wall hacking, and then they all left, I feel like there should be a different punishment, like, or like a less.
Even like in the warm up, it's like in the warm up, we've not even played.
Yeah, we didn't even play around.
It was, and I just feel like they should take other things into account, like how often you report people, because I don't report people that often.
Yeah.
Like only if I'm like pretty sure they're cheating or they're just being an absolute cunt for no reason.
So your chat stopped boring. I'm just tired, Dad. Gone.
Yeah. So I just feel like it was too severe. We all reported him. People left our team, even the chat. Like they can see that,
You just put up the
and
chat and you can see basically us saying,
yeah,
"Are you?" I think we just like, "What the fuck? What's the point?" And he was just
he's
like,
still not been banned though. He's still playing. So I'm pretty sure every game he plays, that's because I think he's toggling. So every game he's playing where he's cheating, he's making it blatantly obvious. Like I said, I saw him have a game with 30 odd kills and 90 odd percent headshot percentage. So that's obvious. So they're all reporting him, right? The other team must be reporting him. So he must know, like the algorithm, if I only get reported every 5th game, I can get away with it. Why has he not been banned yet? I just don't understand that.
"Yep, no
Because
idea." Well, we can
that
report
that
back if
was
he does
getting
get
that was
banned.
getting on for at least a week, wasn't it? At least a week he's still cheating.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely something that I'm seeing more and more of in community spaces and Twitter and stuff, where like more people are saying that they're coming across more cheaters like every day now. So it needs to be fixed. I mean, fuck the like we're gonna come on to the major obviously, but like one of the biggest things about the major as well was like Valve are just silent on stickers, which is just so not important compared to the anti-cheat. But I thought, are we happy we've got the anti-cheat and hackers out of our system?
Yeah.
All right, fine. So the sticker situation, I feel, was also just tragic from Valve because it's like they just don't say anything. They don't update you at all, and you know, not gonna ruin my day at all because it's like it's just some
When
stickers.
when should the stickers have come out? As soon as it starts?
It varies, and I was looking actually at an article. I should have put it in the notes. It would have been perfect for this because I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to go searching for it now, but the article had like a table of majors and how quickly that, and it's different. It's Valve, mate. They were doing what they want. I think for Blast it was like four days before it started, 4 or 5 days or something. They're not.
Group stages as well.
Yeah, like this stage they would have been out before. They're just not even out yet still. There's been rumours that some of the players didn't submit their signature in time, so Valve have just with I don't know, but again, Valve don't say anything. They don't say, "Oh, this is what's happening and why," or they
Do you
just.
like the? I was thinking about this. Do you like Valve's silence over things, or would you rather they were a bit more transparent?
That's what I'm saying. I want them to be transparent and just say, like, we're working on an anti-cheat. It's not quite ready. It will be ready, hopefully, by middle of the year. Or, stickers are coming, guys, but some of the players submitted them late, so we're just trying to work out which ones are usable. I don't fucking know. Say something. Bloody make it up. Like, just lie about it.
Yeah.
But also for the sticker situation, I don't know what happens with that in terms of the organisations as well, and like teams and players, because from what we've learned over the last couple of years, stickers like make up such a big part of pay for these players and teams. So like they could really be fucking hurting some organisations by withholding stickers at this stage and not having people buy the capsules, because I posted it to you, the Into the Breach came out and said, "Look, we're having to like take a bit of a breather from Counter Strike. Um, we basically lost some sponsors because we didn't get into the major, and not reaching the major is such a big thing for them because of the money." And when on from some of the replies from the guy that owns Into the Breach, which I forgot his name now, which is annoying because he seems pretty
The guy
transparent.
that runs it,
Yeah,
Sam.
Sam, that's it. I think yeah, he seems pretty like open about stuff. He's pretty cool. It
Yeah,
seems.
he's transparent
Yeah.
since we used that word tonight.
He was saying, someone said, "Oh, what happened to all the sticker money?" And he's like, "Well, half went to players and staff, basically. Half went on, or like a bit went on building the new roster, which was for this latest run, and then the rest is kind of like stored away for rebuilding in like a rainy day." So that's just clear how far sticker money can get you. Do you know what I mean?
And I think last major was obviously the last one, and the sticker money was a lot higher than it normally is.
Because they were released obviously a normal time before, so it would have already been out by now. But then they also kept them live for a really long time, so people just kept buying, kept buying. I did, mate, because when the price went down, they did the sale. If I was just on sometimes, I'd be like, because they went down to like 50p or something. I was like, fuck it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just see what happens. You never know. You might get like a Zyru Gold or something, or and yeah, I just think it's tragic that they're just not. I don't know what's happening. No one knows. It's not fair. Like you said, when people like we spend this much time and energy, there's we put money into the game. We take energy into the game. We have a fucking stupid podcast about the game, and these people that are paid millions to well, not the people, but the company that makes absolutely loads of money off it. It's just like, I don't know. See what happens, won't we? Keep it all a bit like hush hush.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah. I mean, you can't run a business like that. Only in this kind of world would you get away with it. I feel like considering, like you say, at first I was like, yeah, the stickers aren't released, so what? But when I hear you talk about the organisations making money from it and whatnot, it is quite vital for them. And
exactly.
I don't know whether Steam feel like they're doing the organisers a favour, not the organisers, the team organisations. Whether Valve think they're doing them a favour by uh, doing the stickers and giving them the money. I don't know, because it does feel like it should be a set day where it gets released, so it's fair every year. Like whatever team makes it has the same opportunity to earn the same amount of money. Like where's their incentive if Valve are just gonna not give a shit? Then why should anyone else give a shit?
Yeah.
Right. So
Anyway,
shall we get into the nitty gritty?
yeah, let's get into the major then. How your pick'ems looking?
Oh mate, don't get me started. What's the biggest surprise out of your pick'ems? Let's go for your 3-0. Who did you think was going to go 3-0?
I went for Eternal Fire and Heroic. So not overly bad. We got the Heroic in. They've done it, and Eternal Fire went 3-1. So that's okay. How about you?
So I went for Cloud9, which I think was a really popular one. I
Yep.
think a lot of people will go for Cloud9.
Close.
Close but no cigar. And I went for Furia as well. I felt like Furia recently have been on a bit of a tear.
I know Cloud9. You did get Cloud9 did get 3-0, didn't they? It was Cloud9 and Heroic that got the 3-0. So you got Cloud9, and then you did who? Furia.
Furia as well, which obviously didn't do it. They lost a best of one, I think.
Okay,
They
yeah.
beat. Let
They
me have a look.
they actually beat Ents today to go through, and I watched the second map. I watched Overpass. I'm going to talk about that in a bit actually, because it was
Yeah,
some mad stuff going on.
I watched a bit of Mirage.
Yeah, I missed the
Cello was
first.
on fire.
Yeah, Cello
And
played really well on the
Ancient.
second as well. On
Wait,
Ancient, not Overpass. It's Ancient.
I
Sorry,
was
yeah.
gonna say they didn't play
Mate,
Overpass.
our heads are a mess. I tell you, Ancient.
Yeah, Cello was on fire.
He played well on Ancient as well, mate. He was doing really
The whole
well.
of Fury made me laugh, especially K Serato. He kind of he sits like so low on his desk, and he's just like he
Yeah,
looks like he's got no legs. He's like his desk is here, and he's just sat there
he's
playing.
like the
Like,
opposite of something. And him, Cello, and one other look fucking like they could all just be brothers, don't they? They've got the
yeah,
same haircut, the same glasses, or whatever. Is it Cello? Hello, let me just quick look at the photos.
Hello, Yuri and Keserato.
Yeah, all look similar. They all just look relatively
Yeah,
similar. Um, right. So yeah. So I got heroic. You got Cloud9. So if we combine, interesting. I think I had heroic and Cloud9 in mind at one point, and then I swapped Cloud9 out just because of I knew they were going to go through, obviously, but I just didn't back them for the 3-0, so that's quite frustrating. You had Furia, who that's not done it.
Furia lost to Legacy in overtime and Vision, so that was a pretty bad pick. But I felt like before this they were doing pretty well.
Wow. They're just one of those teams. Well, they didn't do great in the RMRs, I don't think, did they?
I don't know. Maybe I was just a bit deluded. I didn't go back and check. Maybe I was just a little bit. I'd heard the name a few times, and the fact that they were here, it's Furia, isn't it? So I feel like they carry more hype whenever they do anything. Whenever they
Yeah.
don't do well, no one really talks about it. When they do
Just
well, everybody's talking about it.
everyone just loves a bit of fallen and Quesarata, don't they?
I think it's that South American noise they make.
Yeah. All right. So who are your 0-3s? Your 0 and
Uh,
3s were
Ecstatic and Legacy.
Rip. All right. So Ecstatic are already through because they've done so
Yeah.
well, 3-1. And Legacy play tomorrow for a spot. And they've got the Mongols. And actually, I think the Mongols just stepped up recently, but the way Legacy have been, I mean, they pushed Cloud9. I watched the Cloud9 game and they pushed him. Cold Zero was looking like his old best. He was looking really good. So I don't know if
Well,
that's actually
they got dicked by Gamer Legion.
yeah, but Game of Legion are weird at stuff like this, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we were talking about it before. They're probably going to end up having some mad deep run because they were subs, and it's just the way these things go. I mean, we forget it was only the Paris one where they were in the final. So,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
mean, it was a bit of a different team, wasn't it?
So you've got no chance of your 0-3s.
Yeah.
I
They were
put
good.
Lin Vision, who again have won one game so far, but they are out, and Amcal, who did go 0-3. So I've got 1 0-3 and 1 3-0. And then to go through, I had Ents, Rip, they're out. Cloud9, they are through. Furia still need to play. Mongols still need to play. Apex, Rip, they are out. And Legacy, who still need to play for their spot. So
Yeah, so I don't want to chat on too much about this, but I saw Eternal Fire, Mongols, Ents, Heroic, and Gamer Legion going through. The ones that I mainly want to talk about, Ents obviously, rip, see you later. I just don't think Ents are good enough. I feel like they're okay individually, as a team, they're just okay, and I feel like that's how they're playing. If they come across a team that are either individually better players or not better players individually, but they work better as a team, then they're going to lose.
well, I
Basically,
like I said, I watched that second map today, and every time I've ever seen the scoreboard with them, Dieter or Diel, how do you actually pronounce his name?
Daiha, I think.
Dia.
Dia, that's
It's
it.
looking awful compared to how he was playing before with the old boys on Ents. He's really not looking great. Um, K Serato and Cello just looked next level on the ancient map, like really did. And mate, I don't know if you saw, but like Ents were just doing things like they missed. Although to be fair, this was not their fault. They missed, so they went to Molly. You know, like the cubby bit of mid on ancient, just
Yeah.
below mid to the left. There's a cubby. They went to Molly that, and K Serato stood right in the corner, and he had fire above him on the balcony bit and to the right, but it just wasn't killing him. So weird. It was like
Was
it
that the one where
was like a bug.
someone went past him?
Yeah,
Goofy or someone?
they went past him. He let that one go, got him then, and then switched to heaven at mid and got that kill. It was well weird. It was like bizarre, but like
Yeah, yeah.
that was
Did you
obviously,
get did you get the kill at Heaven as well?
yeah, he got two,
Okay.
yeah, and then he went on
Yeah.
and got a 1v3. He got a mad clutch to like make it 11-9. That was basically game over. Even though Ents were starting to come back a bit, and not really. I don't think they ever really looked like they were going to come back, if I'm honest. But
Well, Fury are looking okay, but not. They're not. We're not looking at them to make any deep run, are we?
I don't know if you do get like Cello, Caserato, and like Fallen doing something with the AWP, you've got a chance, man. Caserato is just so good when he actually is just right in
I feel
his.
like you're counting on too much though. Like,
Yeah, it's not. It's
are
not.
they going to be one of the top boys? Like,
Yeah.
Ents had some pretty close rounds. Like, I can't see them beating any of the top boys because Ents aren't up there with the rest of them. I mean, the only ones I can see doing too well out of this group stage is Cloud9 or Heroic, and even them, I wouldn't like to put any money on it.
Oh, I think Eternal Fire still pretty good. And Pain have probably been one of the biggest surprise packages. I didn't expect Pain to do
Pain
anything.
was
Like, I
surprised. They made the last major right, but I just really wasn't expect them to do that well here. I mean, who've they played? So they played Apex, meh. Lost against Eternal Fire,
yeah, that's not unexpected.
beat Ents, okay, and then they just beat Saw. Saw, I thought were gonna do well, you know.
Yeah, I think everyone was backing Saw with the
I
hype.
thought they were kind of the underdogs to do well.
Well, they had a really good. They had a good armor. They did well at that blast thing as well, didn't they? So, I mean, at
They've
blast,
still got a chance to
they
go
beat
through.
at the blast showdown. They beat OG, Cloud9, and Liquid. Saw.
That's good.
Yeah, that's kind of potential like 3-0 in the making in a group like this.
Yeah, I knew. I thought about them. I thought some underdog's gonna do well at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to mention Saw because
The only
they were my underdog team. Did you have an underdog team that you thought might do well?
um well, I don't know. I think I put Saw in my pick'ems to go through, so that's probably one. I thought Apex would have done a bit better, if I'm honest, but I don't really know why. I think I just watched a few.
Well,
I watched a few
you've
of their
got
games.
Legacy to get through. I think they're a massive underdog.
Yeah, no, but I'm just
They could get
bouncing
through.
off the Cold Zero hype that he's been
Hey.
playing recently. And to be fair, I watched their Cloud9 game and they pushed them to 13-10 and in the first game. And I don't know, I was feeling quite confident after that as well. But I don't know. The matches tomorrow are Legacy, Mongols, Imperial, Game Legion, Saw, Furia. So who's out those three? Who's going through? Do you reckon? 3 to go. I'm gonna back them all the way and say Legacy beat Mongols, so Legacy go through. Gamer Legion beat Imperial, and then I think
Really?
Furia do beat Saw. I reckon.
Yeah, I think Fury will beat Saw. Saw have kind of let me down a little bit, and I think Gamer Legion will beat Imperial, and the Mongols will beat. I've just picked all the favourites basically.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
only going for
although
Legacy.
Imperial have been playing well. I mean, they took Heroic to overtime,
Yeah,
and that's. But then they lost against Ecstatic today, which I didn't watch.
yeah,
So
and it was tight with Ents as well, but
yeah, I think that will be that's a hard one to call, the Gamer Legion and Imperial, but I'll go Gamer Legion because I want them to win. The
right.
Mongols. You've got the Mongols, right?
Uh,
Going through.
I'm saying Legacy.
Yeah, but you actually on your pick'ems
Yeah,
you've
I've
got
got Legacy
both
and
of them, right?
Mongols, so yeah, whatever, either one.
Okay, yeah. So I've got Saw and Furia going through, obviously.
Yeah, same.
But I think Furia should take it, but that's not guaranteed.
No,
But are we just wasting time here? Do we just need
once.
to go straight to the major? I mean, are any of these teams gonna make a deep run, do you think?
I think it's going to be very difficult once you introduce phase spirit and vitality into the mix, and people like Virtus Pro, G2, like you're forgetting It's almost like we're forgetting these teams are still to come, isn't
Hey,
it,
like, yeah, the teams that are through now are stacked.
mate?
You haven't
Spirit,
really got any at the minute. Your biggest outsiders that are through, I guess, are Ecstatic or Pain.
yeah, and then it's like complexity, maybe, who already went
Yeah,
through from before.
and well, probably Navi to be honest, like the current Navi team.
Yeah, but they'll probably turn up and be alright. I think. You'd be
I don't know if
surprised.
Immer plays like he did at the last major, but and JL, they'll be fucking smashing
They
it.
might just turn up for majors. They might be major players. Literally just turn up and just be sick at majors. That's again, these storylines happen, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Although I still can't see anyone. We
Can
weirdly,
anyone
it's
beat Spirit?
the only people. I think it's between Spirit and Vitality. I just
Who beat Spirit? Not too long ago.
was
Let
it
me tell you.
Metasport or someone.
Mouse. Mouse beat them.
Mouse. Ooh.
Metisport have been playing well recently. They took a map off them.
Yeah, they took a map, but I mean
A blast.
a map's a map, isn't it?
Yeah, Mouse beat them 2-0. So Mouse maybe have the Achilles heel of Spirit.
Yeah, I mean I can't see anyone beating them or Vitality. It's between the two, so.
Especially the more time they have together. It'd be a sick final would be Vitality and Spirit. That would be pretty good.
Yeah, it would be good. I'd be well up for that. And like
Yeah.
and ideally they don't meet until the final. At that
Yeah.
point, that would be what we want. We don't want to like one of them already beating the other. I think it'd be good just to have a raw final between them. That'd be sick. And before we go, well, whatever. I did want to quickly touch on after the Ents Furia game earlier, right? Obviously, Ents went out. Glaive is very upset, which is fair enough because he's a major king. He was talking about well, Banks was like, do you feel you were playing with like stress, or do you feel like you guys kind of bottled it under the pressure type questioning? And Glaive was like, not really, and it might sound like a bad excuse, but he basically suggested like he still feels the economy's not right with it being MR12, and again, loads of people have been piping up against this more and more, right? And it, when I played so many games on Sunday, it definitely is true. If you don't win your pistols or you'll get off to like a good pistol start, then like on CT, obviously in particular, you really do struggle to get any money together in such a short amount of time to really have much impact. And I thought it was just really important to point it out. It's like I feel like now is again get the major done. I think you can't make any rush changes now while the major's going on, but once the major's done, I think you like almost Valve should just take it as a reset in a way and like look back at all the data that they've clearly got, probably make some economy changes. Like,
yeah, I agree, but like I said earlier, they're not just catering to pros, unfortunately. But I do agree
yeah,
with this because
but even the games we play
yeah,
as casuals, it's not.
I agree. But then, if you asked everybody, would you prefer this or this? I don't know. Most people might say 12 just to have shorter games.
I prefer
But
MR12 definitely as a casual
yeah,
because I
exactly.
don't have like.
But as a casual spectator in pro games, I would rather see MR15. I would rather see it because then you get. I want to see two teams both have more gun rounds, both have setups, both have AWPs, and see who's the best. You're equal here. Not they've won the pistols, and then I think Ents force bought on the second round on Ancient. I think it was the second round. They force bought and just got absolutely annihilated,
Yeah, they did on one.
and then it's like game over basically.
Yeah, and I saw
So
there was a
go on.
tweet from the English guy that does TLDR Overtime Inferno, AZE or whatever he say, and
Elliot.
the Elliot geezer, but whether his game name is Elliot's his government name, but he basically said something like, now's the time. Sorry, I was just seeing what she's doing. Now's the time to do. He was like cut diffuser cost by like $200 or something. Make incendiary for the CTs a bit cheaper, and buff the FAMAS. That was his kind of little fixes. Or there
Yeah,
was a couple.
Famas needs a buff, definitely.
Yeah, he just said it's pointless. There might have been one other as well. I can't remember. I should have been very lackluster with our note taking the last couple of weeks. We have. Um, there was another sensible fix or sensible suggestion that when I read
Well,
it, didn't feel like it would like kill the game or kill the meta too much. You
yeah,
know.
I think he agreed with me with the MR12 situation, whereas we both weren't over the moon with it. Um, I wasn't when it came out, and you were more towards it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, you still back it. I'm still unsure with it. Um, I feel like there's less open. Simple could have taken a back seat for that reason. Obviously, you've got less rounds to save up for an AWP. Um, also helps players like Donk as well. But on the other hand, is the AWP a little bit overpowered still? So is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Only time will tell. It would be interesting to see a percentage actually, if you would like some homework, the percentage of maps won after you've won a pistol round, or even halves after you've won a pistol round.
Halves, yeah, I think it'd be
Pre
pretty
pre
high.
pre CS2 and post CS2 would be interesting.
That would be interesting, yeah. If I had the time to do that, that'd be
No,
good.
but I'm
I reckon it's
sure
quite
it'll
high.
already be out there, right?
Probably. And I reckon
Somebody's already got the.
it's probably quite high as well.
Was that someone telling us we're done?
Yeah, it was a baby. Yeah, I mean, we probably be good to wrap this up now. Otherwise, we're going to run into me not being able to
Yeah,
concentrate or
she's done
listen.
well.
She's done
Yeah,
well.
she's done well to be
We're at
fair. So
37 minutes, to be fair. She has actually done well. Well, look, that's our major quick roundup for the first opening round of the major. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go. Let's try and get another one in next week.
yeah,
Try and get some games in, and everyone else out there, keep playing, keep reporting the hackers, and fuck it, man, keep tweeting
fuck the hackers.
and keep moaning at Valve. One day they may well listen. You
Someone
never
said
know.
don't call them hackers, call them cheaters, and I feel like that's a better
Okay,
word
let's
for them.
cool. I'm cheaters. Yeah, let's do that then. I'm up for that. Peace out.
Uh,
GG.
peace.